And then,
What are some of your favorite history, I guess, events?
well, it's funny. I was reading this book about when they had like the colonial times with it, when they would came to New England in the 1600s. There's one story. They find this Native American guy who's 7 feet tall.
7 feet
7
tall?
feet tall. So he's just, first of all, he's a Native American, and he's such an oddity. So they capture him, and they bring him back to London. So he's in England, and the guy's there, and he sees that these people like gold. He kind of figures out this is what these people. So he says to them, I know where there's a gold mine on Martha's Vineyard, but only I know where it is. I can show you where it is. So they go, okay. So they put him on a ship, and they're heading back. And as soon as he sees Martha's Vineyard, he dives over the water, swims away, and they never see him again. I was dying. I just love how he outsmarted them. And it was just a funny book about the colonials. I mean, it was just a real serious book, but it just had this funny
that piece in there.
Absolutely. So I just find just interesting stories like that just tickle me.
The comedy and the history.
Absolutely.
There's so many of those, right? On Instagram, you see all those reels, and they have all these these wars and things that I had no idea about.
Absolutely. There's so much out there.
In the early U.S. times we had that with Tunisia or something like that.
Right.
Like
yes.
I guess we've been in 123 wars.
Is that right?
Something like that.
Oh, my God. Yikes. That's incredible. That's incredible. I think that's what the Marines started, right? With the Tunisia.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Stephen Decatur and so on.
They were trying to, I guess they were pirating.
There were pirates there. And Thomas Jefferson sent the pirates to. And that's why, with that Marine song, it's like from the shores of Tripoli to the halls of Montezuma or whatever. So it's talking about that's the first thing when they had to go because the pirates were taking their merchant ships or whatever.
Yeah. Wow. And the Liberia, how that country was even set up.
Oh yeah, with the former slaves.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. And they named it after the president. It was Monrovia because President Monroe was the president. Yeah.
The capital, right?
Yeah,
Monrovia.
Yeah, I find that stuff fascinating.
What about the Roman Empire?
Yes, it's that stuff is great. I mean, it's also so insane where. The emperors keep getting murdered.
The same common theme, right?
Yes, and sometimes by their own guards and things, So and Caligula and Nero, like these guys you have actual lunatics in charge of the whole empire. It's fascinating, but also just unbelievable to think about,
And then Roman Empire, like World War II too, I think just the whole how it was across the whole world, from Japan and everything else.
Yeah, my dad was in World War II.
Okay.
And my dad was in the Battle of the Bulge. And it's kind of funny. So my last name's Kiley, and there was a movie, The Battle of the Bulge, starring Henry Fonda, and he plays Colonel Kiley. Now, my dad was a sergeant. This is a fictional character, but my older brother told all his friends that was my dad.
Yeah.
And my dad had no idea. So these guys would come over and they would say, "Are you in the war, Mr. Kiley?" And he'd go, "Yeah." "Were you in the Battle of the Bulge?" "It's him." And they would just kiss my dad's ass, and he had no idea that my brother had made up this lie about him playing the Henry Fonda role,